You have a hell of a lot of nerve asking my mother to represent Brad. Mom, say something.
I can speak for myself. You have a hell of a lot of nerve asking me to defend Brad.
Okay, you guys, you're misunderstanding what I'm asking. I don't want you to be Brad's lawyer. I just need a referral.
Why do you care what happens to Brad?
Because Lucas is grieving his son right now. He doesn't know what to think, but I highly doubt that he wants Brad to go away to prison for the rest of his life.
Brad is not innocent. Even though it may have been all Nell's idea, he's still not innocent.
I know. But Nell's playing the victim card right now. She's telling everyone that, she fell unconscious after she gave birth to that baby. And that when she woke up, she was holding a baby that had already taken its last breath.
She's claiming Brad took Wiley without her knowledge.
Yep. And Brad is claiming just the opposite, that he was in emotional distress, too devastated to think clearly. Now, personally, I know this is crazy, but I believe Brad over Nell. I mean, wouldn't you?
Mom, I've got to agree with Julian on this one. I did share a cell with that nutcase who now lies as much as she breathes.
I mean, she's making herself out to be some poor innocent victim with Brad as the monster.
No, Julian, don't do that. Brad is no saint either. We were both there when Brad confessed. Brad allowed Lucas to think and fall in love with a baby that he thought was his. And Michael thought his baby didn't make it. Brad may not have come up with the idea, but he is just as guilty as Nell.
The bottom line is that baby, Wiley, spent a year and a half with the wrong parents. And aside from everything that Michael and his family have suffered, that upheaval can be detrimental on a child. And both Nell and Brad should be held accountable and punished.
My mom's right. You should walk away on this one.
I can't.
That was Chase. He didn't give me details, but he told me that the police found evidence to contradict Nell's story.
Well, that's good news, right?
Yeah. Of course, it's just, I asked Chase about Willow, and he told me that she's really struggling. Which doesn't even begin to describe what it feels like to lose a child, I've been there. I know what Willow's going through. And yeah, true, she would have had to grieve regardless. But to spend the last year and a half loving Wiley, thinking that she gave him up, and then she finds out that he's not hers. And that her own baby, the one that she entrusted to Brad, is just gone. In some ways, I think Brad and Nell hurt Willow the most.
You said when you got out of prison that you wanted to do good and decent things. Do you really think getting involved with Brad and Nell after what they did to Lucas is a good and decent thing?
All I want is a lawyer for Brad. I mean, you said it yourself. Everybody's entitled to a good defense. Or if you change your mind when it involves somebody you don't like.
I'll have my assistant text you a list of attorneys.
Thank you. Sam?
Why is Julian so determined to help Brad? I mean, what is that all about?